Hey, I'm back. Pop that Tuesday, hey, pop that Tuesday, baby, pop that Tuesday. Pop that Tuesday, baby, pop that Tuesday. Pop that Tuesday, baby, pop the Tuesday. Pop that Tuesday, baby. I wanna hang out tonight and have a little fun. I wanna freak out tonight until the morning comes. My body's feeling real sexy. Wanna shake it down before it's said and done. I wanna put it on you, work that thing, shake my thing, pop that tootsie, baby. I wanna put it on you, work that thing, shake my thing, pop that tootsie, baby. I wanna put it on you, pop that tootsie, hey, pop that tootsie, baby, pop that tootsie. One of those days you wanna let your hair down and pop that tootsie. I'm gonna have me a good time tonight. You feel me? Don't stop, get it on here, work that thing, shake my thing, pop that tootsie, baby. I wanna put it on here, work that thing, shake my thing, pop that tootsie, baby. Don't stop, get it on here, pop that tootsie, hey, pop that tootsie, baby, pop that tootsie, pop that tootsie, baby, pop that tootsie, pop that tootsie, baby, pop the tootsie, pop that tootsie, baby. To the left, move to the right. Now swerve, 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 and pop that tootsie, pop that tootsie, baby, pop that tootsie. Don't stop, get it on here, pop that tootsie, hey, pop that tootsie, baby, pop that tootsie, pop that tootsie, baby, pop that tootsie, pop that tootsie, baby, pop the tootsie, pop that tootsie, baby. Well, all good things must come to an end. This is another Run G production. It's been real, y'all. And remember, don't stop, get it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Southern Soul podcast. I am Mr. Grown and Sexy DJ Low. Today we have an exciting artist for you today, the queen of Southern Soul, what I call her. She get mad when I say that, but that's my girl. Lacee done brought us a slew of hits, man. Chicken and Cheeks, Juicy Lip, You the One I Need, Don't Come For Me. Lacee is a pioneer, a Southern Soul female artist in this business, and I'd like to introduce y'all to my one and only superstar, my friend. She got a bucket hat on today. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce you to my girl, Miss Lacee, Lacee Groove. Hey, Miss Lacee.
What's up? What's up, DJ Low? What it is? What it is?
I'm here. Thank you so much for your Memorial Day weekend being bombarded with me. I'm so sorry. I tried to get it together yesterday, but it just wouldn't do right. So I had to call the lady over again today, and she helped me work with it a little bit. And
okay.
So I thank you so much for your time.
Yeah,
How was your cruise? Was that just a vacation or y'all was working?
No, we was working. It was Southern Soul on the Sea. Okay. And that was the promoter there was Anita Saunders. Okay. And she had a lot of us on there. Me, Tuck, TK Soul, Fat Daddy, Cicely Wilburn, And it was another young man. Oh Lord, Lord, please don't forget. I shouldn't have called no names. I do this every time.
Don't
But
worry. We
yeah,
all good.
it was a lot of us on there, and everybody was good. Everybody was warm. I mean, it was off the chain. I was just talking about it this morning. I said I want to go back on that one. That
Yes,
particular
ma'am.
one was something about it.
Yeah. I seen you rocking up there on there, wipe me down.
Yeah, look,
I see you.
when I tell you, you know what? I just let it all hang out. I just let it all go. Whatever I was feeling the week before, I don't feel it today. But
Yes,
whatever
ma'am.
I was feeling before I got on that cruise,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
just let it all go. I left it over there in Tampa because we poured over there in Tampa. I
Yeah,
left it in Tampa.
I know
And when
that's
I
right.
got on that cruise, it was a wrap. I didn't even know what was going on.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Mentioning you, Cicely Wilborn, we got Kai Darby down here now. Of course,
Yes.
Karen Wolf. Uh,
Yeah.
like the females making a major push this
Mm-hmm.
to me this year. Do you think we're ready for a female blues show with the females run that thing at this
Yeah,
moment?
most definitely. It's
Yes, ma'am.
and if the females, if sisters get on one accord and get on board with it, look, it ain't what they say, ain't no stopping us now. It
Right.
won't be no stopping us, but we got to all, as they say, touch and agree
Yeah.
and get that thing and do it because the men they going on. But the women, yeah, yes, it's time. It's time.
Right. Right. I was thinking I'll be going through these tracks. I'm like, man, we got some powerful females running the
Hmm.
show right now, and they running it hard in hip hop, and
Yeah.
they doing what I was thinking we could do over here. So
Hmm.
I was like, I wanted, is the Southern Soul fan ready to come to a all female review show?
I definitely think so. I think we can do it. And we got some powerhouses out here that can do it.
Yes, man, we kind of lost you there. We're gonna keep rolling though. Yes,
Look
there
like
you go.
you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna put it on. Well, I guess I can't put it on airplane mode, so my phone
Yeah,
won't ring.
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yes, man. We're talking to the great Lacee, man. Lacee bringing us a lot of great hits. Three the way to love, Juicy Lips, Chicken and Cheeks. The list goes on and on. She kind of froze up on us for a minute there, but I've been trying to get this one off the ground for a minute. Move Something, featuring Tucker James. Lacey, it's a phenomenon. We're gonna ride with it, work it is one. Can we groove? It's another. Yeah. So we're gonna keep rolling with Lacey today. I've been trying to get this done for a while. Kush Kush is one of her top hits. So yeah, we're gonna let her get back in and get this thing right. I thank y'all so much for checking in with me today. She popped out, she popped back in. So we're gonna ride back with Miss Lacey. I see you, baby.
Hey,
Go
Nick,
ahead,
look
baby.
here.
Look
Now
here.
the
What I said
song ain't
yesterday.
wrong. The devil ain't
What?
gonna. We not gonna give him no nothing. We gonna sweep him up under the rug. He can
We
keep his
got to.
gun.
We got to. He been on me for 2 days, baby. We got to.
He gonna get up out of here because my phone ain't rung all day.
Now,
As
Miss
soon as
Lacey,
I get on this podcast,
here you
phone
come.
ringing.
Yeah. Now,
So
that,
if y'all
that,
looking at this live, family, don't call me yet.
don't
Just let me
call me
do
yet.
this.
Let me do this. Low and wait. Low and wait.
Man. But
That that song you got, I think this one of your earlier hits, but it's still bang down here. That who is it? Uh what made you create Who Is It? And where did it stem from? Was it just something you just was feeling that day? You went in the studio and just wrote it down? Because
oh my, we sent that song over there.
we dropped that one now. It's still jumping that dance floor. So
We sent that over to Omar.
Yeah, give me a little back history on that one.
Omar did that.
Okay.
Jerry did the track, and we were trying to find, you know, the right words to say. We sent it over there to Omar, and Omar came up with, the lyrics of, some of most of the majority of the song, and then Jerry, he was on the tracks. He did the music and stuff. So yeah, Omar. Now whatever Omar was thinking, we all was thinking the same thought. Who's Dizzy? You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know now. Who
you
is it?
know, you know, you know how the men, you got there is a side piece somewhere in
Somewhere.
somebody's life. I don't know, I ain't gonna say everybody,
Yeah.
but when that little side piece get to the side, look, he trying to say, who's this? You don't know him.
Yeah. So
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But that Omar really came up with that, with
okay,
that
yeah.
concept, that idea. So
Kudos to Omar. That's still a banger. I was looking
yeah.
at a interview Snoop had with Charlamagne the God. Snoop was talking about a song that he wrote that he just cannot perform that song. And one of
Mm.
your top songs that I love is "Walk in My Shoes."
Ooh.
Uh, I love that song. Every time you go live and you be talking about I want to sing something. I be putting it up there. And I talked to Jerry
Yeah.
about that, and Jerry was like, "That's just one of them songs for her."
Yeah.
Could you let the fans and the listeners know why that particular song is so near and dear to your heart, and what gave you? This is a two-part question. And what gave you the muster to go in the studio and do that song? Cause that song it's deep.
Yeah, that song. Oh God. Some of the reason why, I think I did that song because I really wanted people to know where my background, and versus just talking about it. I wanted them to know. I was a little nervous about it at first, but
Yeah.
I said, you know what? Somebody else has probably experienced some of the same stuff. And when what I'm really saying, see, and I think I posted my mama picture up here a while back,
Yes,
for
ma'am.
Mother's Day, and what I was really trying to let people know is that I haven't always been where I am, and a lot of people haven't. And then my mom was handicapped, and my daddy was a preacher. He had all these women. Look, he
Yes,
literally
ma'am.
had 5 wives for real.
Okay. So it's a lot of
And
truth in that story. It's a lot of truth in
it's a
that
lot.
story.
When I tell you, it's a lot of truth. And he would drink, and he would drink on Friday and Saturday. All I remember is the little corner whiskey store used to be on the corner. And I'm going back a little bit. I'm reminiscing a little bit.
Right.
And he would take me up there with him, and he buy that Gordon gin and rock candy. That probably the strongest that thing. It might kill everybody's throat. And
Right,
he would go
right,
and drink. He would get drunk, and he would just, once he get drunk and stuff, he would, try to fight, would fight my mom, and I would try to help him. But I just wanted people to know where I am really from and where I come from. So when
yes,
people start saying, "Oh, she's so bougie," oh no, it's not that. I just tread carefully,
right,
and so I come from a background that just, everybody had the daddy as a preacher, mama as a singer. Daddy did this, but daddy wasn't always right. Get the
right.
hooping and hollering in the church, and he wasn't always right. Because on Friday and Saturday he'd be drunk. He'd been and fought my mama, and I would
Right.
have a problem with this. You know what I'm
Yes, ma'am.
saying? So
Yes,
it
ma'am.
gave, and I had to build up some strength to talk about it, because
Yeah.
I'm real secretive to a certain extent,
Right. Right.
and I don't let everybody in. I let you in, but I ain't gonna let you in.
Right. I
You see
love
what I'm
that
saying?
song. I love that
Yeah.
song.
And Stan Branson used to play it all the
Yeah,
time.
I
You
play
don't
it
know
all the
where
time.
I've been
Yeah.
until you walk in my
My
shoes.
shoes.
So stop
That's right.
judging me.
That's right. That's right. And
You see what I'm saying?
by me being the oldest out of the crew over here,
Yeah.
yeah, it reminisce. I listen to it a lot. Enjoy me a cigarette.
Yeah.
Sing I just I kicked that song on, and
And
I
then
got
people
to
so
ask her
quick to
about that
judge.
song. Yeah, yeah, they are.
They so
They are
quick to judge. Oh, look at her. Oh, look at she this, she that. You don't know me until you've walked
in
in
my
my
shoes.
shoes.
That's right.
Until you've been in my shoes and know where I really come from.
That's
You
right.
it don't judge me.
That's
Get to
right.
know me first before you start judging, because you might be cool. You might end up liking me for
Might
real.
end up liking me, dog. You might end up liking me. Yeah. That's a one of them songs that yeah, I like to just ride to that song. But you know I'm crazy about that song. Anytime I catch you live, you be talking about I want to sing something. I'll be like, all right, now you said it, not me.
And
You
I
know what
think
I
I'm
want
gonna
to hear?
start singing more often on Facebook. I said, let me start singing more often. Every time I pull up a Facebook or open it up, somebody singing. That's gonna be one of my songs that I sing. You
Oh
don't know where I've been till you walked in
yeah,
my shoes.
yeah, that song that deep. That song that deep. So could you elaborate a little bit on what started this musical journey and how did you make it to Southern Soul? Cause I'm quite sure I'm thinking you coming out the church type of deal, what you had R&B aspirations and you just slipped up on this Southern Soul thing, or somebody said, man, try this blues game out, or how you end up over here blessing us for the years you have blessed us.
Well, of course, you know I've been singing forever. And then, like I say, my daddy was a preacher. Mom was singing in the church. And we started off singing in the church. But what really got me was singing background. I started off singing background for Little Milton. And they were looking for a singer to replace Ann Hines until she come back from her surgery that she was having.
Right.
And I did that, and I actually like I learned all the music. I actually liked it, but it was just blues. It wasn't no Southern soul.
Right, right.
It wasn't called Southern soul at the time. So I was singing blues behind Lil Milton. And then
Okay.
by the time Foot came, it was still blues, but it was soul. You know, that soul and blues um type of situation. And then after doing background for Foot, for those years, then I decided, I think I want to do this because I had been singing all around Memphis, which is my home. So,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
and I got, they recorded, Archie Love recorded me. And then, the Barcades bought into the deal, and I
Took off.
won my first little award 2006. And I said, you know what? I kind of like this. I think if I it was just, I wanted to sing and I wanted people to hear me, but people were hearing me. But
Right.
I wasn't like, I was just only local.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
I was singing at Isaac Hayes. I always had my band. But then
Right.
after a while, things just started to progress. Then I met, Mike Austin, and from Mike Austin to Jerry, and Jerry did the first, well, Bruce actually recorded me doing Groove. That was his song. And
Okay.
Vibrato, he wrote Fire, recorded Vibrato on Fire.
Yeah, I
He
remember
did the
that.
Vibrato whole album. You remember Bruce Billups?
Yeah, Bruce Bella. Yeah.
So when I met Bruce Billups, he said, I got a song for you. I met him in Hattiesburg. I got a song for you. I said, dude.
Oh yeah. Well, y'all know the weather bad. We gonna get in time. We
I
working.
know
We
that
yeah, you
phone will
popped
not
me.
stop ringing.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I hear you. I know what it
Yeah,
is.
that phone. I'm gonna keep blocking it every time. Devil
Yes,
use a
ma'am.
liar.
I,
Uh,
I told him yesterday. You heard me tell him yesterday. You heard me tell
Devil
him
is a
yesterday.
liar. Yes,
I'm
sir.
gonna get this one off, man. I'm gonna get this one
We
off.
gonna get.
This Southern Soul podcast gonna go, and I feel it's time for me to come back. Uh,
Mhm.
our genre is changing so bad. I
It
don't know.
is.
I don't know if it's the hip hop. I don't like the kind of coming in. Or I'm getting older. Or too many people on the stage at one time. Let the star be the star. Let the DJ be the DJ. And
Yeah.
so I got to get this
It
podcast off. I got to. I got to get this podcast off.
it is changing, and it has changed. Now, I can say, in a sense, for the better. I
Yes, ma'am.
think because we're actually getting out, and where people are actually noticing Southern soul.
Yeah.
But I do want them to notice Southern Soul for the right reasons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And how it developed and where it comes from. I know everybody is coming in here, and we're so welcoming in and everybody. Your grandbaby, my grandbaby, anybody's grandbaby can come in here and do a Southern Soul song, and that is.
Right.
Well, it's more to just coming in here singing. You know what I'm saying? You got to be grounded and rooted. It ain't just a paycheck. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? A lot of people come in here, they not grounded and rooted. They not doing a lot of research, but they coming in here and they doing it. And I
Right.
may just touch on and tap on some toes, but it's all good. It's
Yeah.
all
Right.
good. I'm just telling you from where I come from, but I can see it moving in a direction to whereas it can actually become on the Grammy list because I am part of the Grammy voting committee.
Right.
So it
Exactly.
can be, I can see it being a part of that. But some of the stuff that I hear, it's almost like a joke to me.
Right. We dragging.
Some of,
We
yeah.
dragging. I think the problem, and I had a show last night with DJ Mixmaster T.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling him the problem is they coming in now off of Instagram, Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
Twitter. They got 1 million followers. They coming in the door. They don't know DJ Low from DJ Trucker from DJ
Mm-mm.
from the DJ that one. And back when we started, you had to build some reports and
Yes.
meet people and shake hands and get numbers. And now they come in. They got 1 million followers. They think they doing everything. And I think the
Mm-hmm.
business came up that way. I know
Yeah.
songs are not getting seasoned. You drop them. Somebody get a dance to it. Next thing you know, it's out of here. So it's crazy right now to try to keep up with the current times. The shit, the songs ain't even marinating now. It's like a 30-day special.
Right.
They ain't
Hey,
even
you
marinating.
drop one
So
every 30 days.
yeah. I mean, it's a 30-day special. Like, wait a minute, man. I just got on this one. Let us learn about this one here. So, um,
Right, right.
uh,
I think it's just a fad right now to me. I mean, I don't think that's gonna where they can just come in and just drop music, just do anything because because I really don't think that would last because they're not taking the time out to perfect the craft. Now, when you perfect that craft, that means you putting music that's real music down. If they go back and start thinking, oh, okay, right now everybody want to dance. I get that. I promise you, I ain't mad, I ain't hating, I get it. But there's gonna come a time to whereas it's gonna, you see what I'm saying? It's gonna go back
trickle
around
back.
again,
Gonna
and we're
trickle
gonna
back.
need real songs, and people gonna want to hear real music. They're gonna want to hear, songs that they can relate to that's gonna stick. And
Exactly.
they gonna want they it's gonna come, that time is gonna come around. But right
Right.
now, everybody's having fun. I'm glad they having fun. I'm
Yes, ma'am.
having fun watching them. So
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
it's like I said, there's no hate. I get it. We all grinding. We really had to grind from the old,
Yes,
from the
Lord
old
Jesus.
school.
Yes,
The
Lord Jesus.
OGs. We really had to grind. But I get it. Sometimes, as we get older, I start thinking. I said, well, you know what? When we were younger, we did this and we couldn't do that. So when our kids came about, we wanted to make room for our kids to be better. So we might be making it a little easier for them now that they out. You see what I'm saying? I think things are a
Right.
little easier for the newer comers now versus how it was when we came. Because they come up where when we came into this Southern Soul thing,
Oh, it was different. It was different.
n- none of the stuff that we hear would be heard.
Oh no. Oh no. It was
None of that
different.
stuff.
So my
So
question off of that, piggyback off of that, how do you stay motivated these days uh in the business that we're in? What
you know
keep
what?
you driven and keep moving and keep grinding and keeping your vocal strong and your performance because you wanna our high performing artist. So what keep you motivated?
You know what? The people, the fans that are still, for the ones that are still here, still living, still listening to my music, you know, and then I always thank God for the gift that He has given me. My family, Jerry and them, they always keep, because there are times I'd be like, you know what, I don't think I really want to, because I think they're taking the concept of Southern, so I think they're taking it out of context. But then I think about, see, no, I'm gonna stay in this and fight because fans are looking and they're asking more. Even some of the younger generations are coming into this knowing who I am. And Miss Lacey, you got some more music you want? So they keep me motivated.
Yes,
They really keep me motivated to keep doing it. You know, there may be some that feel like oh yeah, we're gonna weed her out. We're gonna weed not Holly. Because at the end of the day, what's for me is for me, what's for you is for you. I ain't knocking what you do, and you can't knock what I do. So I'm gonna stay grounded, I'm gonna stay rooted, I'm gonna definitely stay motivated and prayed up. Because everybody has a time and a
and a
season.
season. Yes,
There's a
Lord.
time and a season for everything and everybody. And what I always remembered and what I always do, I always try not to burn any bridges.
Right.
Because when you burn them bridges,
Oh, they come back. Yeah,
Doc,
you gotta
I
walk
don't
back.
even know how you gonna cross them when you burn them.
Oh, my Lord. I
You
done
may
see
be
some
where
people
you
got to
at
walk
then,
back.
but I don't know how you gonna cross
I
them
done
when they
see some
burn
people had to
down.
walk back. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
But for the most part, I love what I do. I love it. I actually love going out. I love performing. I actually love seeing the newer artists that can really sing. I love seeing them. Now I was on the show on this cruise with Cicely, and that baby remind me. I'm sorry if she get mad if I call her baby, but to me, she's
Right,
like a little baby sister.
right, right.
The energy that she has, the vibe that she has, that she had. When I tell you the spirit, that child has a really sweet spirit.
Yes, ma'am.
And I be real skeptical about when I'm around, a whole lot of females, because
Yeah,
some be like in, some don't. But I'm telling you, when you're around Cicely Wilburn, oh my God, that look,
yeah.
it's just the
She can go. She can
man, I
go.
love it. Then she has a hell of a show. She
Right.
does. She be go. She looks. I remember when I first got started, I used to be all across that stage. Now I'm getting old. I be like, okay, well, I'm gonna walk here and I'm gonna walk there, but I'm gonna stop right here.
You gonna
But
pace yourself.
I'm gonna pace myself. But that baby be all over that stage. You hear me? And she kills every time. She kills
Yeah,
every time.
she a good
And
artist.
then I also like West Love. West Love can throw down too. I
Yeah,
can't leave her
West
out
Love
because
good. That's what
she's
I said. It's like a nice phenomenon of females right now. You,
yeah.
West Love, Cecily Wilborn, Kaya,
Yeah,
uh,
Jason A. You got
Jason Nate.
a
I mean,
Karen
I'm like
Wolf.
Karen Wolf. I'm like, I think it's time that
Yeah.
they can get all female
Hmm.
and really do this thing for a moment. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's why I asked you that question earlier.
Yeah.
One of the fans said, are you thinking about uh putting a remix to Juicy Lip?"
You know what? If for some reason or another, Juicy Lip just will not die down. Thank you, Jesus, because Juicy Lip groove and move something keeps me working. I've been working off that stuff for almost 20 years. Thank y'all so much. But I had
That's
not
right.
thought about doing a remix.
To Juicy Lip. Yeah.
Look, we could stand for some music, like some transitional music, like a new little. It could be a new little beat, little sound, and put it to it because it may do something. You know what? That's a.
Hey, the
I
fan
hadn't thought
asked.
about it.
His name Willie Williams. He asked, so
Hey,
he might have put that in the pot for you. I don't know.
Willie, you put that in the pot, and look, we have to go to work on it. We need to go to
Yeah.
work on it. Thank you
Oh
for
yeah.
that idea. They
Oh
say two
yeah.
heads better than one.
I know that's right. Sometimes these fans give you some good ideas now.
Lord, what
Oh
you
yeah.
said, I
Oh yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it. And especially on that cruise, it was so many, it was more women than there were men. But you know what,
It's
DJ Low,
always like that lately.
I
Lately it's
have,
been that way.
and they were saying the same thing. They were like, we ain't got nothing against the men, but the women, man, y'all need to come up with. I'm telling you, just I had about 3 or 4 different women to come and tell me that. She said, "You, Cicely, now y'all need to come up with something." I said, "Oh, well, we got to put our heads together, and if we put our heads together and don't be trying to outdo each other, and put
Right.
our heads together and work together, we can
Right.
come up with something."
Yeah, I think it's
That
time now.
Shamika, The one sing with George, she can sing
Yeah,
too.
Shamika, the Janae or something like that.
Joelle, I think.
Joelle.
Joelle,
Yeah,
I'm sorry
yeah,
if I said your name wrong, baby.
yeah.
It was
She can
not.
go too. I mean, it's
Mhm,
like I was looking at. I was, DJing. We got to constantly try to stay on the move and look at
mhm.
the ins and out of what's going on.
Right.
And these females they ain't playing right now. I mean,
Mhm.
they might can
They
go
got some fine folks out.
got some fire right now. So I'm like,
Hey, they
somebody need to
bringing
be
that
pulling the
smoke.
trigger somewhere. Like, hey man, let's do us a 3 city or 4 city tour, and let's see where this thing gonna go. Cause right now at this moment, they hot, and if you look at it on the R&B side, the hip hop side, I mean the females are running it right now. To be
They
honest,
running it.
they running it right now. So I mean, why not? This would be the next stop. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think it would
something
be
to
a
put in
good
the
idea.
atmosphere. Yeah, it would be. It would be. So when you coming up in Memphis, a Memphis girl, um, and you say you come heavily out the church,
Yeah.
singing out the church. You got the first. You was a backup singer, and then what pushed you to the forefront? Cause sometimes people got to be pushed. Like, go on out there. You need to make this record. You just was like, it's my time to stand up and get my own band and do my own thing.
Well, because I was singing when I started after I started singing, stopped singing background for Milton and Blackfoot. Um, I started to go out and solicit, work as far as the Isaac Hayes clubs and stuff like that. And I had a friend named Lisa Jackson that worked on the music side, like doing the shows and like the Sunday brunches. And she actually asked me, did I want to do it? I said, I don't know. I was a little nervous. I was like, I don't know. Maybe they might like me. They might not like. She said, no, you can do it. And Reggie Fine from V101 down in Memphis, he actually put a band together. And I mean, we just got dates. She gave us dates and stuff. I think I did some competitions back in Memphis too. But once he got the band and stuff together, we just started doing the dates and started singing and singing. Then after a while, then this music, I always wanted to sing it, but being behind foot and them and stuff, I was like, I can do this. And I
Yeah,
just wanted to do it, and then that's what I did. So Archer Love recorded my first CD, and then from Archer, then from Loveland Records, I ended up coming over here to Advantage Recording, and
right,
I just started doing my own thing. I mean, we
right,
we even Sam Fowler wrote a song for me back in 2006.
right.
So
Well,
yeah, I just
how did you meet the great Jerry Flood? Cause
through Mike Austin.
I don't think Jerry get enough credit. I
He
really
does
don't.
not. He
Jerry
does
is
not.
an amazing producer. He got an ear out this world. I ain't gonna
Hmm.
make too much lazy because I know he'll be talking that shit.
I,
But I mean, when I work with him, and we side by side, just to see how this dude worked that MacBook,
hmm.
I be like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And I like, man, this dude off the chain. Like I used to tell him, man, when you gonna make a song about put them cups up? I mean, because I
Right.
know that's his style, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
how did that partnership and for y'all to be together so long? Cause now you see one together today. I got another manager tomorrow. I
Uh,
ain't fooling with this no more. So through all the storm, it's been Lacee, Jerry, Lacee. So how did that happen for one? And for
okay.
two, how did y'all meet for one? And for two, what give y'all the lasting power when y'all go in that studio? Because I know you headstrong, he headstrong. I know
Ooh.
your sessions be a challenge. So how did y'all meet and what make it sustainable?
Well, we met through Mike Austin. Um, Once Mike got, because I told you I did the CD in 2006 with Loveland Records, and then we ended up being on JEA label. And then Mike was promoting one of the songs that I recut, which was Dr. Feelgood. And so what he did was, I think he met Jerry prior. It was, I can't remember how long back it was, But then once he met Jerry, he introduced me and Jerry, told Jerry he had this female singer. Jerry wanted to get into this music, because he was a rapper at one time. And then he was a DJ at one time.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
wanted to get into this music. So when he introduced me and Jerry, then it kind of took off because he liked music and I liked music as well.
Right.
So and then Bruce had did that first song, which was Groove. He wrote Groove. After a while, the record that we did in 2006, that moved on to the side, and then Groove came about. Once Groove came about, then Bruce, Jerry, and myself and Librato, we used to just ride, just promoting ourselves, promoting. They was promoting me with Librato. And
Okay.
then and then after that he was like, you need more music, you need music. So he already had a studio, and I would
Right.
come over and he had songs and I would record. Now we
Right.
didn't know if these songs was gonna do anything. I got about 6 or 7 albums now. And I mean, it's a lot of songs people hadn't heard, but we just kept going till we got one. Groove already helped me get started. Then from
Right.
Groove, we came with when Tuck came out, then we came with a remix of Move Something. Then after Move Something, Juice Lip just took on by itself.
It took a
We didn't
life on
even
its
know
own.
Juice Lip was gonna do nothing.
Right.
We
Yeah.
was just in the studio messing around. All I want is your love, and that's all the song was. Juice and Bruce said, "Well, no, I think that need to be all I need is your juicy lips," because we started talking about stand
Yeah.
up in it.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Well, if Theotis got stand up in it, you ain't did nothing till you done stood up in it. Well, I don't want you ain't got to stand up in it because all I want is your juicy lips. You know what I'm saying?"
Right.
So that's how we all, how it all came about. And then next thing you know, we was traveling up and down the road trying to promote. And how we stayed together this long, we trust each other.
That's right.
I really, trust his opinion as a manager. I trust, I don't think he's never led me in the wrong direction. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? That's the thing. You have to build a rapport with people. And I've always had a trust issue, but I kept saying, well, I gotta trust somebody. And I was like, no, he gonna probably get here and manage me and take my money, and he gonna do
Right.
this and gonna lie. It ain't happened in 18 years.
That's right. That's right.
And
That's
we
right.
trust each other. So you ain't gonna be able to come to me and say, "Hey, you can come to me and say you want to book me, but guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say, well, you know what? Dial this number, call Jerry Flood."
I call him anyway.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that that built trust up for me and him. So we try not to do one without the other. You
That's
know what
right.
I'm saying? You go through we already know you go through him for the bookings.
That's right.
And for anything else, I said, I'm just gonna let you handle this. Now we both can handle stuff together.
Right.
But it's
Yeah,
just the
but
trust.
it's like you see all these award shows and promoters and producers of the year, and I'm like, damn, they ain't never put Jerry on here.
Yes,
I
they
mean,
did. They
yeah,
did, because
let me know, then. Let me know. Huh?
I had Daryl Simmons. I cut up so bad. I said,
Yeah.
y'all keep putting all these producers and talking about producers of the year and producers this. I said, let me tell you something. He produced Trey Williams' music. He
That's right.
produced Fat Daddy. I
That's
wrote the
right.
song called Strong Woman.
That's right.
We wrote that riding down the highway. We gave it to Fat Daddy. So
That's right.
he produced that song. He produced Fat Daddy's first album.
That's right. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he produced all the mines, every all but the 2006, that was JEA. But from 2009 on up, he produced that too.
That's right.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
know it.
So, and I
know it.
had
That's
Daryl
why I
him.
brought the book with his trade man.
I was like, look here, y'all got to give him his props.
Give him his
And
props.
then it's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if some of them probably don't know. Some of them may be young. This guy named Nick Martinelli. Nick Martinelli, I think they were out of Miami because he went to school in Miami as well. And he has a bachelor's degree in speech and theater. So,
Right.
but he got the bachelor's degree at Fayetteville State University. So,
Okay.
he was down there with Nick Martinelli. Nick Martinelli, let me tell you who Jerry and them has worked with. Like, me and you sitting here talking.
That's right.
Literally work with them. You got what's the Phyllis Hyman,
Yeah.
Regina Bell. You
Yeah.
got the Jones Girls, and Jones Girls is one of Shirley Brown. I mean Shirley, not Shirley Brown. Shirley Jones is one of my sis from way back. And let me tell y'all who she is, just in case y'all don't know, because he's worked with her too. He's produced some songs on her too. The one that did, I know they know. What's the girls? Escape.
Uh-huh.
Escape did as I stand here contemplating on the
Yeah.
right things to decide. Will I take the wrong baby? That was Shirley, the original. Who can I run to? He's produced her. So
Right.
I mean, when I tell you he's done stuff with, I mean, he's been on, several platforms. LL Cool J, they know all it. You got it. People gotta stop sleeping on folk.
Yes, Lord.
And wake up
Yes,
and
Lord.
smell the coffee
Smell the
because it's
coffee.
brewing. He's
Yes, Lord.
quiet.
Yeah, he quiet.
He real
He got
quiet.
to know you to mess with you now. That's
He
for
got to
sure.
know you to mess with you, and
Yes,
he ain't
Lord.
boastful. He don't
Yes,
brag.
Lord. He not. Yeah. That's why
He
I
don't
like
brag
about him.
about nothing that he
Yeah,
does.
and
And
he'll
you
come
know
in
what?
and help him get it right too.
And this is another thing. He ain't even got to be in this music thing.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
in it because I'm in it, and now he's invested in it because we're invested together. But they
Right.
own their own businesses. Need I get
Right.
too far deep down in the
Right.
business?
Exactly.
But you see what I'm saying? Come on
Yes,
now.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
He don't need
Yeah.
this to eat.
I think that's why I like to do my grown and sexy stuff, Miss Lacey, cause I
Yeah.
like to find the artists that I done dealt with,
Mm-hmm.
people, even my king, queen, grand marshal. I try to find people that don't get the recognition they need and need a flower
Mm-hmm.
planet. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Right.
you'll go through this world and some people won't even stop and just say thank you. You know what I'm saying? But
Ah,
I always felt like Jerry was an amazing engineer, producer, sound man. He
he is.
he done showed up at shows and hey, look, this your stuff. Like, nah, man, they booked me to plug and play. This shit ain't right. Give me a minute. He'll go in the truck and get some shit out. I'm like, damn, what you doing? Like, no, this shit ain't right. So,
That's
and
what
that's
he went
hard
to
to
school
find
for,
these
so he
days.
knows.
Yeah, that's hard to find these days. That's really
Yeah.
hard to find these days.
He's so meek and mild. So I mean, a lot of people probably have met him, and that you get that spirit, that spirit from him. He's meek, he's mild, he's not confrontational. He's just he keep me grounded, rooted, because I'm the more aggressive one.
Right.
But nobody seems to know that part, and that's a good thing because
I do.
we
I
keep
do.
it under wraps.
I do. I done see you have to snap off a couple of times. Yeah. Uh, that song you got, Kush Kush.
Uh,
How did that one come about?
uh,
For some strange reason, I think Tucker James name finna come up in that song.
yeah,
I hear him all over that song.
yeah.
But how did Kush Kush come about? And that funky ass bass line, was that somebody just sent it to you? Like, I see you all over this song. Could you elaborate a little bit on that for me?
Jerry did that. He came up with the beat. Jerry would be up in that studio for hours and hours coming up with beats, and he was just playing something on the keys, and it just I said, wait a minute, I kind of like it. It
Yeah.
like and he started adding other little stuff, because see, I can play keys too, but I'm not like
Okay.
great, but I can play it. And he said, well, add this little chord to it, add it. And I'm in there doing it. And he got his one thing, do, 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 do,
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
so, we had put together, he done put together a whole, I'm talking about, he put together a whole track. And he know how to take the track from the beginning, from the little bit of stuff, and just add into it. And you
Feel
gradually
that
add.
track.
And then
Yeah.
when we heard it, I was like, that's fine, that's hot. So we was somewhere, me, Tucker, and Jerry, and then we was on a show somewhere. And we was in the sprint. I don't know if we was in the sprinter, and he played the track. He said, Tuck said, yeah. Listen to this. And Tuck was like, that's fine. That's we started writing to it.
Oh
We
man.
started writing to it right there in the sprinter.
That's what's up. It got to
Don't
hit you
add
like
that.
that sometime. It got to hit you like that sometime. Jesus Christ.
Man, we started writing to that
So,
thing, the whole song. It just formed, it formulated. And then I came back, got back. Once I got back here, I recorded it. And
yeah,
that's what it was. Now I've never sung that song all the way through.
right. I wonder why. Yeah.
I ain't never sung that song. I told you all the time. You know, you got to be about that life. If you hear me in the beginning, I always say, you know, you got to be about that life when you did it with me,
Yeah.
baby. Because I got that
Yeah.
kush. He's like, no, you got to be about that life. Talk, I always say, you got to be about that life. No, you got to be
Yeah.
about that life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just, it's not about smoking, but people be thinking it's about smoking. But
Cushion.
you know,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
if you ain't got that fire, if you ain't got it like that, you doing all that bragging and talking, you go on.
Oh,
Cause I
yeah.
got the kush. You just got to
Yeah.
know how to lay up in it and make it good. Look
That's
here.
right. That's
That's
right.
it.
Dum, 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 dum,
It's like you
dum.
don't want nothing rough. You don't want nothing
Yeah.
hard. You just want it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just take your time.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
what it is. And I'm
Exactly
done
right.
with it.
Exactly right, Mama. I definitely enjoy your music, man. If it's
Thank you.
anybody out here that you can uh have on the Richter scale that you would like to do a feature with at this moment, or male or female, who would that person be, and why do you feel like y'all are mush in the studio to bring out that heat in the studio?
You know what? I think Cicely, for some reason, I do think Cicely would be, because you know, old school, new school vibe. Her vibe is, she on something else. She on a team. Her vibe is something. You know what I'm saying? I just like the vibe that she has, and I think we can complement each other for some reason. So if I did it, I probably would. You know, no knock on no other artists, because all of y'all are great. But I think Cicely probably would be the, and then I, like I said, I vibe with her. We vibe. So I think I would be good at doing something with Cicely.
Yeah, I think that'll be hot.
I think it would be hot too. I can
Yeah.
just see her now because
Oh yeah,
she
I think
found
that.
it.
Yeah, she bought that thing. I think that'll be hot. I don't know, at least some kind of boot or some dukes or something like that right now. Cause
Hey, I got some already in the making, similar to what you just said. I won't speak on it too much, but I made some. We Jerry made this track up, and I was like, you know what, sister be found now. And I can just see us. I can see the video. I can see us standing back. You know, my back to her back. You know, we about that life. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
I can see it. I can see it.
right. What is your favorite city besides Mobile, Alabama? Quote
Miami.
Miami. That's your favorite city to perform in, or just to visit in?
Oh, I thought you were about to say
Yeah, yeah. I'm talking about performing wise now.
Mobile is mine. Well, Mobile and New Orleans. Well, I love Louisiana. Period.
Right,
Period.
right,
So those two, that definitely, I love doing it, because for some reason people think I am originally from Louisiana, and I think they think I'm from New Orleans. But New Orleans and Mobile are the main two states. I mean, Alabama and Louisiana are the
yeah,
main two states that has supported me. I mean, like from the beginning. Not
right.
that I don't have a whole lot of other states that support me, but it was just something about those two. It's like I feel like I'm at home when I'm in Mobile, as well as Louis. It don't matter what part of Louisiana, but
Right,
I'm home.
right. We treat you like that. I know that.
Ooh,
I always
I
tell
love it.
people, Lacey, Vibrato,
Mm.
Jeff Floyd, and at one point Tia One here. Y'all could have put a house down here.
Ooh,
I
because
mean,
we were
seriously.
there.
Yeah, yeah,
Wherever you saw Vibrato, you saw me.
right.
And Jeff Floyd, and it's like we were, man. When you saw us, we were always somewhere. And I kept telling Jesse, Jerry, ain't they gonna get tired of seeing me? He said,
Uh-uh,
because they keep booking you.
uh-uh,
I'm
uh-uh.
talking about. It
Uh-uh.
was almost every weekend or
Yeah.
every other weekend we were
Yeah.
in Mobile, or
Right.
Brado was in Mobile, or
Yeah.
Jeff
Yeah.
Floyd was
Florida.
in Mobile.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah. Yeah. And
man.
it was at one point, it was like every other week, every week. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So that's a blessing to the talent. But I tell people in a minute, man, I don't think nobody can run like them four artists ran through this city like that
man.
again. Cause at that point, that was you, Librato, and Jeff
Hmm.
Floyd, and then Tier One had a little run in here where he was here like every other weekend. But
Right,
I
right.
know when we fell in love with this music,
Hmm.
y'all was the three artists that definitely hell. I was with Jeff last night.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Jeff was
I
here
ain't seen
last
my
night.
brother in a minute.
Yeah, man. And my grown and sexy I do. After COVID, it kind of struggled with the sales. I
Hmm.
was like, man, I don't know. I didn't want to get it or just stop doing it because people still was coming, but I wasn't making the budget. And
Right.
yeah, I said I got to get one of my artists in here, and I called Librato, and we got the deal done, and
Yeah.
we struck it off. Which you'll be here in January, quote quote. Though,
Yeah.
although Jerry told you already, but y'all, but that was the was one of the reasons I asked you that question because y'all done definitely at one point I thought y'all had houses down here. I know they live here. I just don't know where. They stay in West Mobile
We
somewhere.
should have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, all the way down there in Wind Creek Casino. I did
Yeah.
Wind Creek Casino. I was contracted through Wind Creek Casino for 5 years. I did that casino for 5 long years. And people from Mobile, that was in Atmo. People
Yeah.
from Mobile and in and surrounding areas, Montgomery, they would come to Wind Creek every time. And Wind Creek would be packed.
That's right.
We had so much fun. And the good thing about it is they still support me.
That's right. That's right. When you got it, you got it. And that's what I worry about today is they working for longevity or they working for clicks. You know what I mean? Because I think at that point we was working for longevity. I don't think they
And
were.
we still are. We
Yeah.
are. Now, I don't know what the newer generation is, what they're doing now. I don't know. But I know what we were doing. We definitely we was working for longevity, and that's what we have. We got a song that's been running for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? When you
Oh
get
yeah.
those kind of songs that you can work from now till 20 more years later,
That's a
and
blessing.
you got the same people that's still coming out for the ones that are still here supporting you, then that's longevity all day long. You got to get those type of songs under your belt.
That's right.
And you got to get those type of people that's going to want to continue to support you under your belt.
That's right. Before I let you go, I would like for you to share some of your highs and lows at being a female artist to the female artist because there's so many avenues they got to go through to get to that top tier artist situation. So what kind of blessings you can give those up and coming female artists behind you to kind of help them get through when they come back and look at this podcast, be like, oh, I'm feeling that way, or I've been through this, or what can you give that upcoming artist that's trying to navigate her way through this Southern Soul business?
Well, for one, you got to have some thick skin because over here on this side, it is definitely male dominant. And it's going to make you feel some kind of way, sometimes. Um, but you got to try to stay motivated, get good music, stay strong through it. Don't burn no bridges. I keep telling people, don't burn no bridges, you know. Um, and get you some good music out. Get some good music. Stay professional at all times. Cause I noticed when we were doing this thing, it wasn't always easy. And it's crazy because it's still not easy. I know people say, well, you already, you got a name, you got a name. I have a name, but I'm still grinding like y'all. And it ain't always easy because you got the men that are coming out pulling their shirt off, tattooed, women just fiending and going all crazy. But then what about us? We over here, we can sing. Baby, stay grounded and rooted, and I encourage you to keep going. Just keep going. Don't listen to the negative. Oh Lord, keep all that negative mess out your ear.
Right.
I'm a no nonsense type of person. I ain't dealing with it. Don't come tell me nothing. I don't want to deal with it. I'm just right here. I'm grounded and rooted right here in my music. I want to do this. You see what I'm saying? And then, get people that can write. Get you some good music. Get you some good music. Don't just let them just throw you anything. I be hearing some stuff. I be like, I know they ain't did this song. Now where they gonna go? I know they ain't sung this here, girl. Your song gonna be done ended. Honey, you ain't
Right.
gonna go 20 years with that one.
Right.
You see
Exactly.
what I'm saying? And know your business.
Right.
Know your business. Know about your BMI. Know about your publishing. Know about all that stuff. You need to go to school. And not when I say not go to physical school, but you need to get somebody to teach you about, your percentages and, your
On some of the
publishing
record.
rights. And,
Yeah.
you got to know a lot of stuff when you come out here.
Right.
But
Exactly.
don't get discouraged just because things are not working out now. Remember what I said earlier? There's a time and a season for everything and everybody. But make sure you on point when that time comes.
That's
Don't
right.
come out here with no raggedy stuff now, no raggedy music. Come out here with something that's fire, that's
That's fine.
banging. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know your worth as well. Because some people try to, they'll try to come out there. And I don't think you're going to get paid a whole lot of money when you first get out here because that don't work either. That don't work either. Just because you got a song that's playing on the radio, that don't work either. You got to grind and you got to work your way that way. But other
Yes,
than
Lord.
that, hey, keep believing in yourself. I believe in you. If you're out here doing it, and I've had a lot of people to come to me even after Spring Fling. Oh, I remember when I was watching you when I was doing coming to Spring Fling as a teenager. I said, girl, stop. Y'all trying to make me seem like I'm old. Don't he said, but you just motivated me. You just motivate me. Well, if I can continue to motivate you, sis,
Keep
let's
doing it.
get this. I got you. Let's do this.
Well, Lacey, I thank you so much, Queen. You know you always ride or die with DJ Lowe, you and Jerry, and y'all staff
Yes.
and family and friends. Happy Memorial Day to you. I told you we
Thank
were going to
you.
get this interview off the ground. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the Queen here, Miss Lacey.
I
Please,
love y'all.
Lacey, tell them about your platforms and how they can get your music and all that good stuff.
All digital platforms. And then I just signed with Malico too. So
Oh,
all digital
congratulations.
platforms. We got that new song out called Cheat Code. We're gonna be dropping something else in the next month or so. So we got Cheat Code out, but all digital platforms. And when you hear that song, go ahead on and download and put it on your playlist here.
That's right. We will tell Jerry to email it to me, please.
I will. Thank
And I
you so
thank you
much.
so much. I thank you for
Thank
your time
y'all.
today. And you have a great one.
Same to you. I'll see
Yes,
you
ma'am.
later. Bye
Yes,
bye.
ma'am. Bye bye. That was the great Miss Lacey, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I am Mr. Grown and Sexy DJ Low. This is Southern Soul Podcast. Next week, we got the great Karen Wolf will be in the building. I'm really trying hard to get this off the ground, man. I'm working diligently to move this platform in the right direction. Southern Soul is a beautiful, beautiful art form of music. We got from Southern Soul, regular blues. We got Zydeco. We got hip hop blues nowadays. So I mean, there's so much trail riding, line dancing that's taken off by storm, and it seemed to be bringing everybody over here to the platform that we love. Today, y'all got a great interview from the great Lacey. Please check out her music on our musical platform. She got a good catalog of music. Next week, we will be interviewing the great Karen Wolf, and I promise to bring you more and more great contents on this station. I thank y'all again for your time today. I am Mr. Grown and Sexy DJ Low, and this is Southern Soul Podcast powered by Big Truck Entertainment. Thank you again. Please enjoy your Memorial Day, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.